Hello and welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews. I'm George, and today taking a look at the brand new studio album from these guys. Well, that's their logo, Whitechapel, from I think from Tennessee, over in the States. Deathcore, death metal, whatever you want to call them. They're freaking heavy, and this, their 8th album, Kin, is brilliant. Absolutely superb album. Awesome artwork there. I'm trying to not get too much glare on there. Really ghostly, spooky artwork. Really cool. Love the whole package actually. The whole really nice digi. Whole thing just looks the part, and it's as deep and it's as dark as it looks. So as I say, 8th album. These guys have been around since I think 2005. There's, I think, as I say, 7 albums prior to this one, and they've come a long way. They've come a long way. Traditional sort of deathcore in the beginnings, throughout the mid of their career. In recent years, they've taken a bit of a different leaning. There's far more sort of atmospheric, ambient. Frontman Phil Bozeman does a lot of clean singing, so I think it's whether or not you like deathcore or don't like deathcore, it gets a lot of stigma. They've come away from that very much just brutal breakdowns every 3 seconds, growl like a mad beast all the time. They've come away from that. They've matured, and this is a very, very mature album. This is a really good release. This is the second part of a story. I believe it's sort of a personal story of Phil, frontman, about his life. We've got talking about the lineup there. Phil Bozeman on vocals, fantastic vocalist. Throughout this album, just solid. His death growls are barbaric. His cleans are brilliant. He sounds fantastic as well. Got 3 guitarists, and I think you really notice it here. You really notice it because the riffs are freaking heavy. It just sounds so thick. The whole guitar sound, you've got leads over the top, and it just sounds so weighty. We've got Alex Wade, Ben Savage, and Zach Householder on guitars. We've got Gabe Cripps on bass and Alex Ruddinger, not sure how you pronounce it, on drums, but I think he's new to the band. So, Kin, the album. 11 tracks in total there. So good. I Will Find You, this brilliant kind of merging of really fast and slow, got cleans and growls, really hard hitting opening to the album, sets the tone perfectly. Lost Boy, furiously heavy. A Blood-Soaked Symphony is, and I think I've said it in the actual written review as well, one of the heaviest Whitechapel songs since Our Endless War. That period. I think things got a little bit less heavy on Mark of the Blade, but they're right up there again now. It might not be so heavy the whole way through the album, but it is furious, and that song smacks right in the face. Awesome. Anti-Cure, wonderful song. Really atmospheric, really ambient. There's a lot of sort of soundscapes, atmospheric from the riffs, and it almost has a bit of a triptych, monotheist, Celtic Frost vibe to it. Certainly in the riffs, that's what the feeling is there for me. That's what I pick up anyway. Really good song, bit of a slower pace song, but really good. It's amazing just how good this album is. And I don't really listen to a whole lot of really brutal music these days. I did tend to listen to more sort of heavy metal, power metal, thrash metal these days, but I can appreciate this. wholeheartedly. It's absolutely brilliant. The Ones That Made Us, again, really heavy song, but so well constructed, so well written, and so well done. It's just in your face. Bring tears to your eye with the feels of it. Not that song in particular, that's just straight in your face death metal. Oh, it's a really good song. I really like it, if you can't tell. History Is Silent, really emotive song that juxtaposes To the Wolves, which is fast, relentless, heavy, just really strikes hard. Brilliant song. Into Orphan, which is a lot like History Is Silent, is really emotive. It's all cleans. A heavy song, but it's heavy in an emotive way as well. There's a lot of feeling there. It's really, really deep, quite bleak. There's a really dark atmosphere and like a bleakness to this whole album. Kin is a really dark piece of music. It's not one that you stick on and just sort of hum along to in the car. It takes a bit of work because it is heavy in more ways than one. Without You, acoustic piece, straight into Without Us, which is again massively heavy, like a fucking elephant. It is so heavy, but it's so good. It's brilliantly done, well written, tons of atmosphere. The riffs are so good. They're so chunky. Chugging riffs, it's just awesome. Title track there at the end, Kin. Seriously emotive stuff. It's really good. It's so honest and raw, and it's tear-inducing at the least. It's really good, start to finish. I'd say this album is one of the best heavy albums, like really heavy albums of this year. Awesome artwork, as I say. It sounds brilliant. The band are in brilliant form. I can't really fault it, I have to say. I should think that's a contender for the list, the top 10, without a doubt. So if you haven't checked it out, do. Kin by Whitechapel, the 8th album. If you don't like death metal or deathcore, you're probably not going to find too much to enjoy here, but don't be put off by the deathcore tag. Don't be put off by death metal tag. This is worth it. This is freaking excellent. Beautiful bit of music. So yeah, thanks for watching. There you have it. Whitechapel's new album, Kin. Check back soon for more reviews and all things metal. Thank you.